Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to day two, or welcome to day two. So, just here at the track. Yeah, yesterday obviously didn't go as planned. No heighted and high jump. So if you guys didn't see that vlog, it's right here. So yeah, just no heighted. Ankle wasn't feeling good. Still trying to win nationals. If I have a good day two, then I should be able to scrape it out. It's gonna be hard, but I need to have a good day two. Finished off the day yesterday really well with like a 51.3 for the 400, which is a PB. Still working on getting to that 50 point. And yeah, so now just gonna start my warm-up jog, get Juliana to work on my calves because I feel like rocks, and then yeah, get into day two. So starting with hurdles in about an hour 15 minutes, and yeah, so let's go out there and go to war, baby. So going into day two, like I said in that previous clip, my calves were like just rock solid. I had actually been tested the night before for doping control, so I had to stay back an extra like 2 hours. That's how long it took me to go to the washroom. So was just like a little bit tired. We started at 8:45 in the morning, and I was at the track until about 7:30 the other night. So like just not too much time to like recharge. I was up and out of bed by I think like 6:30 to go get food. So yeah, just a little bit mentally tired, and obviously with a no height the day before. If you guys haven't seen that vlog, it is located right here. It was just like a little bit mentally draining just to like come back. Knew I wasn't gonna score over 8,000 because I needed that high jump, but I decided that I wanted to finish nationals and try to win nationals, so that's what I just had to do. So the hurdle time was 14:93, so it wasn't the best time. It's not the worst time, but I have been running faster in practice and in other competitions. But it's just the nature of the sport. Obviously, I had done 5 events before, and I just couldn't put it together. The first couple hurdles were a little sloppy, but it is what it is. So just had to move on to Discus. It's been feeling really good. Was having a really good warm up. They're going over 45, and then got into the competition and just like tried to replicate what I did in warm-ups.
Don't stand so close to Discus when it lands.
So in warm-ups, they're going far. So I was trying to stay relaxed through all of the competition throws. So if the first one, tried to just get one out there, safe throw, 42.09, felt good. So I thought, okay, let's set up the third throw with the second throw. So just try to get a little bit more aggressive, but not too aggressive. The second one was 40.75. So felt okay, but I still knew that I could get a really big one out there. So on the third one, I just really went for it. Obviously it came flying out of my hand into the net. So it wasn't meant to be, but again, was taking it one event at a time. So I was upset, but it just kind of cleared my head. And then I knew going into pole vault, I could still make up a lot of points. We were on a raised runway with the wind behind us. It was a good track. So those 2 run-throughs that you just saw is what I did throughout the whole entire warm-up. So I probably took 6 or 7 run-throughs like that and didn't take off once, and then the competition started, and then I had to sit for about an hour and a half until my height came up, and then they gave me a proper run-through, or they gave me a warm-up run-through because I had sat for so long, and then in that I just told myself, you're taking off even if you're jumping at 15 feet or if you're jumping at 10 feet. I have to get off the ground because I'm coming into the next height. And then thankfully I was on my mark, hit it, was off the ground, finally. Took only 2 hours to get there, and then started at 460 and then just moved my way up. And then got up to 45, felt good, moved to the next pole, and I think I got a little bit tired, and the pole was a little bit stiff. I was inside a little bit, so just wasn't a perfect takeoff for that size of pole, and then just couldn't hit that 5 meters. But again, 485, it's a good mark. I was making my way back up the list. I think after the pole vault, I was sitting in first by just like 20 points or something like that. So I'd made my ground up, but I still needed a really good jav to kind of separate myself, so it didn't come down to the 15. So as I was waiting for pole vault to start, my neck was just getting more and more tight, just kind of like in the trap area, just like was giving me a pounding headache. I was emotionally like down here, physically was just going down. So I'm not gonna lie, I wanted the deck to be over because my head was pounding that much. So going into jav, obviously trying to throw a spear as hard as you can isn't gonna help your neck. So I only took a couple warm-up throws just because it was getting so bad. And then in the competition, there's only one video because I only took 2 throws. The first one was like 48, I believe, or something like that. So I decided just to do one more. Jav hasn't been the greatest as of late, but I knew I could throw something closer to 50. So my second throw, threw it from like a very short run up and just like used all arm just to try to get it out there. Threw just over 50. So again, that separated me just a little bit more from the pack. So it didn't all come down to that 1500 because again, my neck was sore, emotionally down, just didn't really want to have an all-out battle in the 15 because I'm not the greatest 15 runner. So in the warm-up in the 15, started to feel a little bit better. The neck was still pretty sore, but I knew I had a job to do and I knew I'd come this far. So I didn't want to throw 2 days away just because, hey Chuck, just because I was tired. So in the 15, I knew I just had to beat one person by a little bit or just not let them beat me by 8 seconds. So the plan was just to run comfortably in the middle of the pack and then just try to hold on and then just try to finish off nationals with a big W. So the 15 ended, ran 4:59, felt pretty good about it for how tired I was and how sore my neck was and how much I didn't want to run it. I'm happy with the time. I think if I had a good score leading into that, and if my neck wasn't so sore, if I didn't have a pounding headache, I could have ran a really good time. But again, like I said before, it's just the nature of the sport. You got to deal with what comes up. So just pulled it together, scored, what did I score? So on the results, it says I scored 6,000 something, but for some reason the hurdle times weren't converted over to the points. So I'm not actually sure what I finished with. I think it was 68 something. But yeah, you can't be too unhappy with a national title with 9 events. But obviously it's not world standard, and that's what I want. So we're gonna do another deck. So luckily for you guys get to see it. And luckily for me, I have one more deck to hit that world championship standard, which is 8,200 points. So pretty excited to have a solid like 6 to 8 weeks of training, give or take, and just to work on a couple things, get my ankle looked at, get my knees looked at, get them figured out, get a little bit more pop in my legs. So I'm excited for what's coming up. So thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you guys liked it, give this video a thumbs up, give that last video a thumbs up, and there's going to be new training stuff coming up. Caroline is competing at Bob Vigor's in London, our home track. You guys won't want to miss that, so subscribe down below, and then we'll see you guys in the next one. So hope you guys are having a good day, and bye.